Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Elephantasy. Last time we managed to get all 4 items. If you hear some static in the background with the music, I brought along the music box today so that we could listen to the game music. And when I get into this area, I guess it's like a radio, and the radio station has gotten far enough away that the music is kind of going in and out with static, which is kind of an interesting little effect. But yeah, last time we got all 4 items, and I just made it for the first time into this darkened underworld. And so one of the things that I did, after having played Elephantasy, Knit Underground, and also having to take screenshots of dark screens where I couldn't see all the details. For example, there's a ladder down here. I resolved myself that I was going to be able to do stuff like that better in the future. And so, yeah, I remember from this game that there's a place here called the Light where we can pick up a torch and carry the torch around. And, oh wow, and there's like a secret message on the wall over there. I'd forgotten about that. And so I've made a way to combine multiple screenshots. And so there's another key on my screenshot maker that I can hit in order to combine multiple screenshots so that the dark places get replaced by lighter spots. And so hopefully you can see what's happening over there. And so now I've got my elephant in 4 different spots holding up the light, and now I can actually see what that whole screen looks like, because I think that'll be really useful. And in general, like, it's too early to be going on kind of like a general rant about video games, but one of the fun of exploration, in my opinion, is being able to kind of like look back and see all that you have explored. And, can I do this? I can. And it doesn't really help. There's nothing else to see up here. Okay. And so I wish more video games had a way to see the finely detailed map of all you have explored, like I am doing here. And I understand that there's some like gameplay challenges there in terms of bits of the game that developers want to hide in terms of like secrets that the player may not have found in different things. But I do think that there's ways around it. In general, I feel like you could do something like I'm doing here, which is capture all the screenshots of the place the player has been, and so only give them a map of what they have actually witnessed. And so I'm hoping to think of like more ways to kind of automate this so that I'm not kind of like doing it manually on my own. But I really think it'll be interesting to have the entire map of the game of this when we're all done. And so I'm spending the extra time, and hopefully it's not slowing down the Let's Play too much, that people aren't enjoying it. But in any case, I'm going to take lots of screenshots. Oh, wow. There's like a bunch of mole people here, and it's all lit up. I'm going to take a bunch of screenshots down here because I want to try to really map out the whole underworld area. Let's talk to these guys. Yes, W. Oh, hello there. I'm Molliver. Welcome. I don't mean to impose, but could you help me out? My mole friends left a while ago, you see. But they just haven't come home. I'm so worried. If you see them, could you send them back here? One hangs out in a pot overlooking a pool. That might be the one that I've seen. One stays near the factory gate. And one spends time below near a pillar. I'll warn you, they're actually quite shy, but if you stay still, they'll come out. If you find them all, I'd be very grateful. Okay. So, I had the right idea with staying still. But maybe I could only encounter them once until we went on the quest or something. Can I go up and talk to these other guys over here? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like they're just hanging out upstairs near that little bed. So I think I'm going to want to write down these 3 clues. Alright, so I've taken those notes. And as an aside, I should also mention at the end of the previous episode, Snorri said we could escape this world by going up into the clouds. And so obviously I'm doing the opposite thing, which is I'm going down into the underworld because I don't want to escape the game yet. I feel completionist-y and I want to try to get all the things and discover all the map and all that kind of stuff. So of course that's what we're doing. But I just thought I should call it out explicitly. Okay, so we have Oops, I just did a replace screenshot instead of a combined screenshot. There we go. Great. So this looks like this, and there is a way down here. Okay. Sure, let's go to the right. Ooh, a locked door. Dark gateway. And near a pillar down below. I'm right below you. Is this thing a pillar? I don't know that it is necessarily. And do I want to spend one of my 2 final remaining keys? I imagine I'll find other keys if I need them. So yeah, let's imagine that that's fine. Great, and let's go down into this crazy place. The underworld. It's official. We're in the underworld. It says so on the game map. All right, great. And it looks like, oh wow, look at the thing I'm standing on. It's like a skull, and like I would fall down there, so I don't really want to go down there right now. And also, I'm currently like carrying this light, which is helping me see. And so if I ever put it down, we might be in some trouble. So I need to be wary of that as well. All right, but I can go all the way over here. And so let's go ahead and just make sure it shows that there's a floor that goes all the way over there. Great. And so on this screen, we can climb some stairs. It's even called stairwell. What was that? Interesting. When I grow a plant up into a fire, the fire pops off. It's like it burns the top of the plant and kills it or something. Not sure exactly how to interpret that, but I guess that'll be my current interpretation. All right. Well, let's go over here. Dingy passage. Oh! Underwater, and oh, there's a secret go through the, what do you call? Can I bring this lamp underwater? Interesting, I can. It no longer emits light, but then it lights back up once you get out of the water. That is fascinating. All right. And so can I just walk over here? Yes. So, well, let's walk through. And so, pipe passage. Does that bring us all the way over here? Presumably it does. Let's take a look at our in-game map. Yes, this corresponds to what I've got. So, here we are on the other side of the world. We're actually almost kind of near the factory gate. Oh, and we're underwater here, apparently. So it's underwater in this section as well. But since I'm carrying something, this is interesting. Since I'm carrying something, I can't swim upwards because it's too heavy. So I'll have to make a decision about if I want to put this thing down in order to explore, which will mean that I won't have light underground anymore. But I'm also in a place where there's more exploration to do, so I think I will do it. Farewell, Lantern. You served me well. But if I go back on that screen, recall that it will no longer be there, because screens always kind of reset to their initial state once you leave. Oh, and so this is a way to get underneath this bit that I didn't know how to get through those. All right, that's interesting. What do we have up here? A crazy gear that I could run underneath. Okay, I know how to do that. Will I be able to get over there fast enough? Guess we're about to find out. Yes, not a problem. Okay, great. Oh, and it's a gem. Right, because there are still gems. I believe, as I said, I believe there might be 36 gems in the game, if I'm remembering correctly. I think possibly on the game's website where you download it or whatever, it talks about that. All right, and then there is a question mark here with a sign. Hopefully it's got some useful information for us. Notes on shortcuts. Some passages down here can act as shortcuts. These passages warp you across the world. However, many are also hidden, so look out. There's even one near here. Can you find it? Okay, so should I write this down? Yeah, hidden shortcuts. And now this is where I think the map of the world is going to come in very useful, because just above me, 113 is like a secret screen that I'd even circled for some reason, because it was on that map up in the Frosty Perch or whatever. And I can't seem to get there otherwise. And so there's probably a way to walk across the right side of the screen to get there. All right. Okay. Information has been gained, I suppose. And now, unfortunately, if I go back through here... Now I'm back over here, but I no longer have my lamp. And are there any other lamps that I can go and pick up from somewhere? I mean, I guess I know at least, like, what things look like. But I don't recall if there's lamps I can pick up anywhere nearby. And if not, I don't think I see any. It was very dark underground, and so I'd want to go grab another one. So I think I'm going to go back up to where I first picked up the lamp, which was over to the left over here. And grab a lamp again before I head downstairs. Okay. So I am once again lamptastic and lamperific. Here's where we open the key door. Oh, don't set down the lamp. I was trying to climb downstairs. And then here's where I was not brave enough to fall down, and so let's do it. So I'm about to get this one. Oh. It was just a fall of one, but I couldn't see it coming. Alright. Turns out I was scared of nothing. Oh, hello. You look like you might actually be a gem fire dude. If I were to say, I can talk to you. Light the way. This is the underworld, and we're the imps. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were going to be like there was a green fish who was actually concealing a gem. I thought maybe you were going to be a green flame guy who was concealing a gem. If you're not an imp like us, what are you? An elephant? Huh, that's a new one. Nice to meet you, elephant friend. Hello again, elephant. Nice to see you. Hope you enjoy your time down here. All right, he doesn't have a lot to say. At least that I can, I don't know, usefully get useful information out of. But it's nice to meet you too. Great. Twist and turn is the name of this screen. All right, and I suppose if I needed to, I could come up here and go grab myself another lantern over here. So that is useful. All right, great. So there's another place to retrieve a lantern if you lose one. And then over here, there's another ladder down and another imp guy to talk to. Oops. I meant to combine these screenshots. Oh, hello. Welcome to the underworld. You must have some trouble seeing, eh? Just grab a lantern. That'll do the trick. I'm way ahead of you, friend. It probably helped that I had already seen a playthrough of this game, and so I kind of knew what to expect. Is there anything that's up here, I wonder? The answer would appear to be no. All right, now I know. All right, so let's head downstairs further and see what we can witness here in this crazy world. To the left, that's interesting looking with more of those skull heads. And yeah, I don't know that I can really see any more over there. All right, what about over here? Doesn't look like... Whoa! Well, I fell in a hole. That's gonna happen, I suppose. So now I'm down here. Fall through. I hear there used to be a dragon down here. A dragon? Oh my goodness. Still, that's just a legend now. Old news. Wonder where it was anyway. I never saw it. I've seen like dragon head looking things. Alright, so rumors of a dragon. Great. Who wouldn't want such things? I could go left or right. Left is against the edge of the world, it seems, so I'm going to try going left first. Also, I can go ahead and combine screenshot there to show that the ladder goes all the way up. Great. And then I could sprint across that thing on the thing above me, one presumes. And guess what? We appear to have found another gem. Is that something I'm going to be able to walk on? Let's say yes. It is. Great. And there's arrows going up. Great. And, well, I guess, I'm going to have to find a way to go through those dragons or something, it appears. Because I'd have to fall on that from the top, I believe. Also, it's interesting to note that the gems are illuminated even when I can't see them because they're not illuminated. So the gems are giving off light by themselves, I guess is what I was trying to say. Okay, what I would like to do is to go back up to this screen and try to map out more of it. So if I do this, I can see that there's kind of multiple little gaps that I have to cross. But now it's done. Is there anything noteworthy in the ceiling? Not on this side, anyway. All right. Over here. Well, there's a ladder. Ladders are nice. And is there anything in the ceiling? Yeah, just kind of normal ceiling there. How about over here? Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything of note. Okay. But I'm having fun mapping it out. Keys are also illuminated. Okay. Once again, useful information. Oh, look at all these pots. So this is going to be problematic because I'm currently carrying something already. So if I set this down here and then pick up a pot, the pots will start falling. And then if I set this down, I can't set this down here. If I set this down here, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can pick up my lantern again. And I think maybe there is, because if I do this, then I can climb over here. And I'm not sure what just happened there. But in any case, I got to the key. So that's a good thing, number one. Okay, so a key was gotten. And so I need to mark that on my map by doing this. And then can I go grab my lamp somehow? So I want to put this down to the right and then come down here. Oh! I think after putting down pots for a finite amount of time, they might disappear. Is that what I just witnessed? Because I think my lantern disappeared too. Or maybe I put a pot on top of another pot? I'm uncertain what happened there. But my lantern doesn't appear to be here anymore. And now that pot's not here anymore either. Yeah. It seems like pots that are placed, or objects that are placed on the ground, perhaps expire after a certain amount of time. So where was lantern picker-upper dude? He's a few screens back, and so I'll go grab it again. Yoink! Okay, so let's continue exploring new places. I haven't been over here to the right. Next stop. Next stop, victory. That's what I declare. Let's see. We've got a ladder. Great. That goes all the way down and all the way up. All right, and over here we have solid ground to walk upon. And a cavey ceiling. All right, how about over here? Tenebrific. That's an interesting name for a screen, I declare. And now we're going underneath the pipe maze. Murky mound, and there's a green gem and somebody to talk to. Tales of interest. I've heard there is a secret down here. I would believe it. There are many secrets in this game. Exploration. There's a room with 3 dragon statues. I might have seen it. And there's something odd about one of them. Which one? How would I know? I'm not smart. Okay. 3 dragon statues, 1 special. So I've made a note of that on a sheet of paper, and I might have an idea about what to do about that, but I also might be wrong. Okay, so there's another ladder over on this side, and the gem I see has to be gotten at from below, it would appear. All right. There's another place where we're going to have to run across. Holy moly. Okay, right, because it's holy. I get it. So I'm going to carefully kind of sprint across here. Great. I exercise sufficient care. And was there anything up in the ceiling? Not on that side, and next time I'm over on the other side, I'll try to take a look. Going down is the next screen. I might be going down, we'll see. Warning, bottomless pit. Watch your step. Boots are recommended. Okay, I wonder if this will like send us back to the start if we don't do, if we fall in the hole. All right. So I can see that I can step across there. And by step, I mean sprint. Great. Cavernous is the name of the next screen. And there's another ladder down. Okay, so the bottomless pit on that screen is not so bottomless down here, it would appear. And anything in the ceiling up here? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, I choose to go rightwards before I go downwards. This is apparently the rightmost screen because on the map that we found in the Frosty Perch, it suggested that the next 3 screens to the right didn't have anything on them because they were blank. Hello! It's this friendly dude. A fellow adventurer, huzzah! I am Fester, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Along with my sister, I scour the land for gems. If you too desire gems, heed my words now. Okay, so that intro is often pretty much the same. Far above is a room that contains a key, but there is more there that you can see. Near there is a code hidden in the shadows. Using one in the other, something may happen. I believe I understand what he just said. So far above there's a key, in the next room there's a code, and we witnessed that not too long ago. Here's the key, and here's the code. Use the one in the other. So I think I have to use this code of arrows in this room, and something will happen, I think is what this guy is telling me. So I'm going to put a blue circle marker here, where we got this key to remind me that there's something to do. And maybe I'll put the blue circle marker also here in the room with the code. And I think that'll be enough to tickle my memory that I don't have to write that down. All right, neat. And while we're here, just want to see what the ceiling of your little cavern looks like. And it looks like that. Okay. So, useful information, once again, was had. Let's try climbing down here. We're going as deep as we have been. Oh, the dragon statues. And it's a tricky trap. They're shooting at me. Alright. This seems easy enough just to get by doing that. Are there any others? This worries me. Oops, I just redid my screenshot. Okay, that's about as high as I can go. That's good enough. Okay. So I see what's happening there. Let's try going to the right, I suppose. Harold. That sounds like someone's name. All right. There's a sign. Yes, this room has a person's name. All right, apparently you're calling me out for my limited commentary. I ran out of room names. Sue me. Room namer. I see. Linker is the developer of this game. I presume he was also the room namer. And there are many rooms named Pipe Maze, for example, so it's not like every room has a unique name. Looking at the big map, and in terms of where I am there at the bottom, yeah, there's still a lot to explore in both directions, actually. Okay, well, let's continue downwards then, I suppose. I don't have any kind of particular incentive to go one way versus another at this point, I don't think. Alright, so let's see. I can go there. I want to just show that there's ground there. I can't see if there's ground here, but usually there is, especially since I'm at the bottom of the world. So I'm going to take the risk of stepping down here, and yes, it turns out that everything's just fine. Let's go to the left because there was the quote-unquote bottomless pit that would have been coming up soon. And I'm curious to see what the bottom of that might look like. This is called Dip. All right. And so when we dippity-doo-dah, let me actually show that there's ground there. All right, that's all fine. Oh, bottomless. It's okay. I understand. Fascinating. So, okay. We're going to fall out the bottom of the world and end up at the top of the world somewhere. Can I go up from here? Not high enough to see anything new. Okay, so I think I understand what we're looking at over there. Okay, well that answered one of my questions. We went to the left from the bottom over here. What happens if I go to the right from here to 1020? And there's another place to pick up a lantern. Okay, that's nice. And it is called Nobody. Nobody. That all of a sudden tickles a suspicion. Below near a pillar. Have I seen the pillar where the mole might be hiding yet? I don't know that I have. And, oh, I can climb my way up here and discover that there's a key. Oops. Except for, there we go. Discover there's a key. If I wanted to get there, I could get there by standing on top of this pot and climbing up, I think. Yes, and then I can sprint across, I think. So if I am standing here and then sprint across, yeah. Oh, and it's a dragon head. All right, but I got a key from here. So let me go ahead and mark that. And hanging out. That's a good name for a room. And then this appears to be the right edge of our journey, because it doesn't look like I can travel any farther to the right over there. And it was also the left edge of our journey over here, but there was a way to go back up here that I have not yet explored. So basically, if I get myself back to this room, where this thing was shooting at me, the tricky trap, then I can go to the left. Oh, there's a gem. Oh, we have to, like, fall without falling into bottomless or something, it seems like. So if I could fall on the left-hand pit, I could grab the gem and then maybe fall further to the left, I think is what I'm witnessing here. So I guess let's give that a try. Oh, this guy, I forgot to try to avoid him and he, like, knocked me down. Okay, I just want to see that again. He just knocks me off the ladder. Okay, so it's not as much of a penalty as I was originally imagining it might be. So I want to go to the left-hand side. Then... oh, this is not going to fall. No, if I fall down there, it is bottomless. I'm going to fall all the way through. So I need to find a different place to fall down through. Perhaps here? So I guess let's take a shot falling down this pit. And I landed here. I can't go to the right. One presumes 10-point landing. That's a good name for a screen. I like it. Okay. And so there's a pot over there. Great. And darkness. Yes, it is very dark. We're exploring the darkness because we're so brave. I can go up here. Oh, and discover, okay, there was like a hole from the pit over here as well. So it's nice to map out that ceiling. Oh, and that's where we get the gem. I'm glad I have my map on me to see that I can go up here and get the gem, which I forgot to mark existed because I'm a dummy. All right, green gem has been gotten off of that screen. Great. Okay. So let's go to the left. And discover Guardian. The dragon head, I guess, is the Guardian. I suppose. So is this... am I in the right spot on the map? No, I think I've done something wrong. Yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Got it. And there's a way up, right, and but not a way down. And you're called Guardian. Could the dragon head there be a pillar? Just in case it is, and a mole is gonna, like, pop out. Well, the other mole popped out of a pot. Was there any other pot near a pillar on any of the screens I visited recently? There's a pot over here. But yeah, he said one of my mole friends is below near a pillar. And the first one did pop out of a pot, and so I'm just trying to look at my map and see if I saw any other pots down here. Well, there are the 3 pots that were blocking that one key. But I think that might be it. So yeah, I'm thinking no, and it looks like there's other ways to go nearby. So let's instead go the other ways, because if I go from here, then I can go downwards and visit a screen I've never been on before. Descending. All right, so what do we find here? Well, the ladder continues downward. And also, I can walk leftward. Sure enough. So let's walk leftward. I would have to spend a key, but I'm willing to do so. Oubliette. Is that a place of forgetting? Or like some kind of like little tiny prison away from the world kind of place or something? I forget exactly. I don't know French. But I've heard this word in a couple of different contexts. Prisoner. Okay, yeah, sure enough. And he has a gem with him, which makes him of even more interest to me. Can I drop down here? I can. Great. All right, so I can walk over and talk to you. What's up? I've been stuck in here for ages. Thanks. How did I help him? Although, I do kind of like it here. I know where things are, and it's cozy. Maybe I'll stay here for a little longer. Okay, I wasn't clear if and how we had rescued him. And so maybe he's chosen to be a prisoner. In any case, I got a gem. So let's go ahead and mark it as such. I'm now up to 24 gems. 2/3 of the gems in the world, so far as I know. So that's great. And also we've done a fantastic job mapping, which means we can go back here and I suppose keep descending and discover what else is down here. All right, rock bottom. Okay, so this tells us that indeed we're at the bottom of the map, in case we didn't know, by looking at our in-game map or having our own map or whatever. And it does look like this goes in both directions. We're near the bottom left edge, so let's try exploring that way first and see if we can get all of these screens finally mapped out. So if I go up here, I can see that. If I go over here, I can see this. And blockade. Do these count as pillars? Could a mole appear near here somewhere? Maybe. Oh! And then look at this. Excitement and adventure. And there's a dragon head here, too. I'm actually going to retake this screenshot. I don't want to block the arrow. Not that it really matters, but... I'm kind of making a mess of this map. It's okay. Okay, this is called West Cave. And I've not been in the bottom right. So, sure. Let's go exploring over this way. We're on such an adventure. And there's a locked door over here. This is the East Cave. Great. And yeah, I'm willing to go through the locked door. So let's discover what's over here. Oh, am I going to fall? It looks like I'm standing on nothing here. Oh. Well, yes, I am going to fall, but only one block. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. There is another shooty dragon guy. Dragon Tomb. Right. They talked about the fact that there was an actual dragon here, and maybe we are actually approaching it finally. But right now, this does not seem too fraught with peril. There is another lantern over there. That's nice. All right, an ally. Tell me more about who could be an ally to me. No, you're not saying a whole lot, Mr. Dragonface. Alright, nothing hiding on the ceiling. Shield. Interesting. It seems like their things can only shoot so far. Also, the sparks light things up, so I can actually see most of the world here pretty well. So what happens if I just run into one? It pushes me back. It does try to push me back kind of like all the way. Okay, so shield gives me an idea. Sure enough, I can put my light down and use it as a shield. Alright. However, that means I have to put my light down. Is there a way that I could pick it up and carry it on the ladder? Let's try. I might be able to pull this off. Pick it up. Nice. Okay. I managed to carry my light with me. I used it both as a shield and as a companion. And made it up here. Great. Bonfire. All right. Doesn't look like there's anywhere to go upstairs, so let's try going to the left. Patience. I do tend to have a lot of that, so that's good. Let's see. I presume I can fall down here? Yeah. So this is just a matter of timing things? That doesn't seem too bad. There's a rather small space in between, but I can fit in the small space pretty easily. Alright, that's not so bad. That'll bring us up here to connection. Such dragon trials. Oh, connection to the factory area, it would appear. Interesting. Okay, so there's a way to go over there, and there's also a way to go over here. I'm going to go to the right first. And it's a key! Lost keys! I don't know that they were lost, but I found them. And I can pick this up and still hold on to my lanterns. That's great. So this was a key, and I've already picked it up. So great. That is marked on my map. And now we will get over into... Remind me, on the left side of the map? No, this is not where I needed to connect on the left side of the map. So I'm not looking for a hidden secret passage between one and the other. And we no longer have to worry about the darkness mechanic. So I don't have to take multiple screenshots. Oh, there's the dragon. Oh my goodness. The old dragon. Well, found him. Oh, I can drop a thing on his head. So is he someone I have to, like, wake up and attack? Also, could I walk past him to the right? If I were to walk past him to the right... it's not clear to me. Let me actually just see. This was possibly where the guy told me about the dragon? Could have been. Alright. Well, I'm curious to see what happens if I run over here and drop this thing on his head. Alright, he's awake. And I see, and now he's firing missiles at me or whatever. Alright. I get it. Can I drop this on your head again? Yes. Oops. Oh, and you pushed me out of the room. And now I have to restart. Okay, so... I think what I've learned is I would like a shield right here, so that you'll never be able to push me out of the room. Maybe? Let's try that. So if I do this... and then just climb above this. You won't be able to shoot me on the bottom. I can hide behind your shots. Oh my goodness, you shoot a lot of shots, though. I can hide behind these blocks to avoid your shots. And then get to where I can bop you on the head. Oops. Oh no, I forgot about the fact that objects that are placed down disappear after a short period of time. Even though we just learned that earlier this episode. Darn. Okay, well, this is going to make this guy more difficult to defeat. So perhaps you're about to see, like, montage kind of stuff. We'll see what happens. Alright, there's hit number 2. So I have to run before he starts his bursts. It does seem like he kind of, like, has bursts of attacks. And so I just need to avoid the bursts, but I imagine if he's like the previous Mimic boss, that they'll become, like, more common and more fierce as time goes on. So that is my worry. I might actually need to sprint over there next time. Oh, and that actually just knocked me off because I had like my head peeking up by an extra pixel or something. Oh, and I fell. No, I lost all my progress. All right, let me see if I can do this on my own. Wow, he's gotten super angry. Oh, and I defeated him. Hooray. Okay. That was difficult. For whatever reason. I see, and his eyeball was a gem because his eyeball was glowing green. Got it. Yeah, Linker likes to have games that... Can I walk to the right? I cannot walk to the right. Where There's basically no like finger puzzle dexterity required until all of a sudden there's extreme finger puzzle dexterity required. It's very easily to be 1 pixel off where you need to be. If I'm pressing up right now, I don't climb the ladder. Or if I'm pressing up right here, I don't climb the ladder. I can only climb the ladder when I'm here. So it's very easy to like miss the correct pixel. I mean, there's only like 4 steps in between blocks or whatever. So there's not that many pixel places to be or whatever. But it's very easy to miss the ladder. You know what I just realized? If I'm holding both left and up, I climb the ladder as I walk by. I did not realize that before. Is that also true if I'm sprinting? If I shift and hold up? No. So I wouldn't have been able to sprint away. In any case, I might have made that more difficult than it had to be, but it was still difficult. Okay, so does that mean we have seen everything I think I could get to over here? Was there a left wall against all of this? Yes. So I think perhaps we have, because yeah, I think I explored everything on this side that I'm aware of. Okay, and this is definitely already running long for an episode, so I think that's a good place to go ahead and call it a day. We're up to 25 gems. We've mapped out a bit of the underworld. There is still more to explore, but I'm having fun, and I hope you are as well. I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Elephantasy. For now, bye-bye.